Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new episode of Tarentum, now Magna Graecia, in this series, which again originally intended to be a mini-series, but it feels like we've gone in an extension. Because as of this time, I've recorded it on Monday, July 13th, that's what we're on, and still no new Menander update as of this time recording, so this will continue. Especially more so now, because we are in a major war with Carthage, as you can see, with the stones and whatnot. This is the Magna Graecian-Carthaginian War, in which Carthage is the war leader. We've taken our objectives, which is those two there, which is what our intended goal was, and also a little bit of a Carthaginian territory themselves on this island here, because that's part of the province of Syracuse, Magna Graecia. So now our objective is to hold the ground with everything we got. We have the manpower to last this war long. And they have a little less than that, but they have way more cohorts and a fleet, which we can never take them on. Even though I chose to have low Navy maintenance, because we're not sending those ships out in those dangerous seas. We're not going to do that. But instead, you just sit there and play the waiting game, whether or not Carthage is going to commit its troops to the Magna Graecian front. And we have plenty of forts, some of which coastal, including those of here, which we have 4 forts in Sicily, even though afterwards we may have to remove one of them. Probably get rid of this one and keep this one just to cover this area. And also had considered about hiring mercenaries, which again, it's 85 for the hiring. It'll cost 17 a month, which we'll be making, which will go down on the balance. But that process will be very slow. We've built up enough war chests, so I think we should just wait on the mercenaries. So we make about, how about we wait a year? See what happens. And of course, when they're hired, the morale starts very low, so we can put them in the safest place possible, and that is either here or up there, or even here. Or we'll put them in the Sicilian front and just stay there and wait for them to come. And if they're not going to come, then I have plan B, and that is to use the Navy, and that's a big gamble, land in Panormus. And I originally considered about sending them to the Iberian front. They got fortresses, but none down there. Not even in Port Husht. There's a soft underbelly. The soft Iberian underbelly of the Carthaginian. Which basically that mission is to systematically, well, loot the area. Loot, take slaves, bring them home. And some of those slaves will be coming to Taros, which they're about to reach population 80, which means we'll have the ability to found a metropolis. Yes. Because of the current policy to centralize population, which will switch it once the metropolis is created. Compare that to the metropolis of Carthage itself, which has way more. And a lot of slaves, too. Or even Alexandria, another area that's comparable. 40 citizens, 45 freemen here. Less than that, obviously. But once we have that metropolis going, then we're going to get it. The army and the navy are still loyal. And I've exhausted all the possible options of diplomacy that we were hoping to try to get this Iberian tribe on our side, to try to open up a second front. But hey, we don't want to call to arms, which is basically too late at this point. Lack of military access. But you know, just in case, you know, for the second part of the plan. They won't give us military We won't give them military access because they're at peace. They're not at war, damn it. The only other possible ally is Dalmatia. And I even had interest in Thrace. Only because of Byzantium, which I believe they're going to be more loyal to Thrace as a tributary. Even though I would rather have them pay tribute to us, much like Cyrenaica does for us. But they'll be willing to transfer to us, but unfortunately, Thrace won't let them go. Plus, they're too loyal to Thrace. Not this one, however. They'd be willing, but to demand subject. In my opinion, was their opinion of us. They have to like us more. Okay. And how we got to Cyrenaica is probably beyond me. Although they would be a nice potential ally. They got a lot of ships. Not a lot of cohorts, but Egypt may attack them one day, and I do not want to intervene on that matter. And Egypt is on a possible verge of a civil war. Crete could be a potential ally in the future, if they can straighten them. We're no longer allied with Sparta, unfortunately. We had a falling out. Stole your vassal. Ah, we took Cyrenaica from you. They originally paid tribute to Sparta, but no. I'm sure they'll get over it one day. Now, let's focus on this war. By the beginning of next year, hire the mercenaries. Need to build a little more of the war chest. Oh, in the meantime, until the enemy troops arrive, I want you to the drill. Both of you. Just show the Carthaginians that these troops are training, they're ready for you. We're ready and waiting. Unless they go to the northern front, then fine by me. There's a reason why we dragged Rome into this. Good. I gave him the treatment to make him lose his arthritis, for him to get back to Martial 13. So he'll be a little bit more effective in combat against Carthage's best generals. And their best armies. And their elephants, especially. Another reason why we brought Rome to this war. We want to keep their manpower low. I want to screw them over a little. We're technologically on par together, but Carthage is a bit behind on technology. We have the advantage in tech. Remember, we're in the defense now. All we need to do is to drag this war on for about a couple of months, then we'll get what we wanted. And that's these three. Tributary influx. There's been recently a large influx of Cyrenaican traders and travelers visiting Heraclea. As Cyrenaica is under our protection, they open up and try to become more friendly and well known throughout our nation. As both sides are starting to see the benefits of the relationship, we should try to make a decision on what kind of limits are going to set their influence in Heraclea. Oh yes. We will only accept merchants in their city. 10 years for a commercial boon. And more money. Looks like we may have to get those mercenaries a little bit early, now that we have the tax benefits. Wait 1 month. We're only using these mercenaries for home defense. Sicilian defense. Zoltikid's mercenaries. Look at him go. There's Zoltikid, 52. He's tough, he's proud, but tactically inflexible. So, reinforced speed won't do good. I mean, they're mercenaries. Their only loyalty is money. Nine archers, 9 heavy infantry, 3 light cavalry, and 1 supply train. Which I don't think there's a necessary need for supply train because it's friendly territory. Food is not a priority here. Alright. Welcome. No. Later is disloyal pursues on Agenta. Are you sure? Well, actually give it a... Okay, now. It's registered. Stay there in the central part of the island so you can get your morale up. While we'll keep drilling the truth. I'd be very happy if they'd never come here. But if they commit themselves to the northern front, lucky me. Perhaps we'll raid Okay, maybe we'll not get that island then. Especially the... It's not very much though. 20 of the army, no general. But now we know what their ships consist of. 36 Liburnians, 39 triremes, 34 tertiaries, 57 hexaries. Yeah, we're making less money now, but it is going to hurt us very much. Level 9 Admiral. If I really, the combined strength of our navies cannot defeat them. No. Rome needs to get the hell out of there. Don't you know there's a bad armada out there? Led by the best admiral there is on their navy. But it gives us an idea who we're up against. Again, this belongs to Magna Graecia. Stay in the port. I'm sure they're going to be looking at us next. Where the hell are they going? Whatever you're doing, you're making a big mistake. It's taking a while. Why the hell not? Get these mercenaries drilled too. Switch tactics. Phalanx for elephants. Yeah, why not? We don't even know what their tactic is. We've never faced them in a conventional manner. If they're thinking about going to Sardinia, unlikely. They're probably going to support them up north. If they're willing to help their ally, if the majority of the troops are on this front, then we're going to get that island back. Idea. Just give me one ship. Build a quick one. No admiral. National commerce go up. Capital import routes, yes. We'll have to research that after this one. It's more trade. We're using this as a scout ship. We need to see if those guys are still over there. Scout ship, spy ship, whatever you want to call it. If we lose that ship, oh well. Mercenary alliance hurts the military experience. Although honestly, and if you remember from my experience at Crusader Kings 2, I've never been a mercenary type of guy. Of course, what I mean is the usage of the said mercenaries. Getting close to the more favorable terms, but I want that island. Possible idea. Anyways, check them out. Hold that. Ramming tactic. If anyone attacks you, just ram them. It's your only way out. By the way, how much did that ship cost? Like taxpayer money? 5 gold. Nobody home. But I'm awfully suspicious, so... Go check the Carthaginian coast. And report back. Because I want that island. Peace imminent. 105 days pass with no contest over the war goal, and it is fully occupied. Magna Graecia will be getting province of Sicania and enforced peace. We have 905 days left. 904 days left. But I want that island. Just me. I'm not going to give Rome anything. Screw them. Just let them waste their manpower. They can get the money all they like. Remember, one pop died and a slave died earlier. Wouldn't hurt to take a few more back. Nobody here? I think the Roman Navy were engaged earlier. Did they really? When did this happen? Happened in Marabella. So it's in this area. That means the fleet is over there. You sure you don't want to? Okay. I have to break access with them and the alliance with them. Because don't want to get involved if Carthage advances to the Iberian. So their fleet's over there, so... Boys, going to the island. Remember, we're not quite there yet. Okay, we're one. Keep drilling, fellas. Oh, there's one. Get out of there. Just snake around up there and back there. And then stay on that island. Okay, that's just one of their navies. They're from down there. Oh, hell. 9 Marines, 9 triremes. These are all triremes from there. Roman navy is winning. That'll slow them down. And that'll keep their attention if the Carthaginian Armada shows up again. I think we may have to tell Archimedes to stay on that island. Because if they even dare to try to take this island back, we'll fight for it. That island belongs to Magna Graecia. Getting quick. Oh, they're still stationed over there. How many elephants does Carthage have still? They have 9 with 8 guns. It's not very much. They have no general. You got this, Archimedes. Amphibious assault. They got no elephants. They're all archers and heavy infantry. And we took them without a single human loss. You're more popular. We're going to leave you to your own device. We will come back to you. We're just too scared to come pick you up. I don't want to sacrifice mercenaries here. Those are good numbers. And we can create a third army whenever we want to. Probably post-war. More slaves. We took 2 more. And another one for Syracuse. Be sure to remember to build a mill, since this is becoming a slave-heavy area. The war enthusiasm is low now. Now in more favorable terms, but... Okay, we got what we wanted now. We could just end this war right now and stop this nonsense. And we didn't have to face the bulk of their armies. And everything that we planned for. Keep that well in mind. There's the Carthaginian fleet. And we just bypassed them. Tenth and Fifth Army there, including Hiram Barca himself. Hey, Porchmatter, is he still running the country? Yes. I'd rather let him wreak havoc, just for a little while longer. Which again, we're just on a positive, and they're in desperation. Just wait a while. The orders actually link back with the fleet. You'll be part of the permanent fleet afterwards. You did your good job scouting. They sent everybody over there. Just wondering if letting them wreak havoc like that is gonna cause that war score to change. Yeah, it will. It does. Oh, they're going to be taking a few slaves home. Look at this. This is all countryside. Cities. No forts. We know there are forts there. Rome has a fort, obviously. Level 1 fort. These guys have no defense. So they committed all their troops there. Oh, don't even think about it. You know what I'm thinking? What's their fort level? one. But we fear their armada, but they've sent all of their troops to the Roman front. How many troops does Carthage have again? 50. Do the counting here. Excluding their 6,000? That's 12. That's 10,000. 1,000. That's good. 2,400 troops. 700. I think they basically sent everybody over there, so that makes their home front vulnerable. Can you imagine the amount of loot we may get from these slaves in whatever area that we may sack from them? And also, we could desecrate that holy site, just to piss them off at the end of it. I think we have a grand strategy here. Hey, I know there's a dangerous fleet out there, but the last sighting of them was over this ridge. Stormy seas. Well, be careful. I'm really tempted that we're going to send our forces to Carthage proper. Get the mercenaries. I mean, it'd be much quicker just to send them pick up and... Again, how much is it to, again, if you get that fleet maintenance up, morale's going to take its time to build it back up again. Yeah, mercenaries. Go ahead. Stop drilling. And come over here quickly. We got a mission for you. You want to get paid more? Go to Carthage. We're sending you on a suicide mission there. We're not going to pick you up after this, alright? We're not going to come back for you. Go out. Have fun. And go north. Just check if the Carthaginian Grand Fleet is still out there. In his capacity as general, he's begun to use his personal funds to augment the size of his assigned army. We're unsure whether to applaud his narrative or worry over the intentions behind his action. Well, the former dictator, though he's still loyal, he's got himself 3 light infantry units to his arsenal. That's the money we gain from blockading. Land here. Try to cause havoc, enslave. We got a lot of days ahead. Have fun, see you later. So long, suckers. Oh, get away from there. Try as they might. If they want this island, as our Spartan answers would say, Malan Lebe, come take it. Yeah, you're getting chased by the enemy navy, so... Oh dear! I think we made a mistake. But hey, If we sack Carthage, that could hurt their morale even low. Like once you get done sacking Carthage, sack the entire countryside, all the cities in particular. All of them. And that's their only fort. Where are their defenses? They're very vulnerable. But nonetheless, we'll try to stall for time. Yeah, the Romans are going to be coming back down and fight the Carthaginians. Not to mention they'll spend their manpower. 28 so far. At least they got a supply train with them. And good troops. And keep drilling, Archimedes. Oh, better. What's the supply limit? 19. Well, it's desert. No manpower loss. Be sure to reward veterans after. Well, there's Hannibal, but not Hannibal Barca himself. But there is a Hannibal, and he's not at the gates. So now they're going to be clearing them out soon. What the hell are you doing up here? Get back down here with the rest of the Navy. You've completed your scouting mission. Blockaded ports, but that's them passing by. We could attack them if we want to. We have this size, despite the maintenance. Of our supposed scout ship. Now we know where they are, but they got no troops. They're probably angry after what we pulled. If they want the island, well, come on down. We're waiting for you. You've put all your troops to this side there. It's agreeable now, but Carthage first. I do not want to own Carthage. That'd be too much. It's going to be a while. There's no blockade here. You're all out alone. What the hell are you doing? You're leading them over here. You crazy person. Whoever is the captain of that ship is a crazy man. Clearly. Now you're part of. Now you're one of us. Your mission's accomplished. All right. Supply shortage. Supply shortage again. War score's going down because of what's going on up there. Oh. Tactic. They're gonna have to spend a lot of manpower for this. That's the reason why I started Orange first, is I want to screw over Rome a bit. But I think it would be better just to occupy the parts of the countryside in order to increase the war score. So we can have more agreeable demands. Because they're desperate. Well, they're going to be more desperate once we sack their capital. Defenders decide. We're getting there. Oh. Are they thinking what I'm thinking? Zone of control won't let them. We'll keep them blocked. 21. I could see it here. And this is it. Oh yeah, they're going for that city. They got the elephants though. Beware. But it's a level 2 fortress, so it's going to take a while. If the Romans get their act together. I guess it's not the Sicilian front at all. Actually, what was that Liburnian ship's name? Here it is. Drawn. You're gonna go out again. Just need you to scout a bit because I think we may have to go pick up our guys. Huh. May have to. And stop drilling. And start force marching and head to there. Oh, it's not enough. Good. Just need to do a little quick scout. No Carthaginian big navy there. Capital's almost fallen. Through here. Come on. Fall! Resilient people, aren't they? They could take that. They cannot take this fortress, but they can take this one. No sign of them. Now, patrol through here, and then come back. Once this capital falls and devastate the countryside, this is going to contribute big to the war score. And we'll have to send an army to defeat their armies. That's what we have to do now. Tribal chief, Stani, wants to be friends with me. Sure, why not? Even with friendship, it ain't gonna make a difference. That's nice to know. Oh, the Carthaginian army did join the army of the other vassals. But they cannot match the skills of the mercenary captain. Fall, Carthage, fall! We got him! 21 Puffs captured. 2 to Taurus, 7 to Panormus, 4 to Syracuse, and 8 died. We got him! And the morale isn't all the way full. You know what? Go attack. Likely to win this battle. And we get what we want. We don't want Carthage. We're definitely going to make a metropolis out of this area. Syracuse is growing. It's starting to become the second most important city of Magna Graecia. If you want to keep the war score up, let's kill them. Abundant produce. Village officials in Sicily report that the district has seen unprecedented harvest this year. Great jubilation for Demeter being held in settlements large and small. These extra unexpected revenues could help bolster the food reserves of the province. But then again, such gifts from the gods will surely tend to benefit the entire Magna Graecian people. No need for more tyranny, it's bad, it's high enough already it is. The surplus will be put to good use. More money. Oh, we picked a bad one, but they're low on morale. Shows skirmishing. Okay. What counters skirmishing? Deception, but that does little. We've got cavalry. Either or just keep it a phalanx. The enemy's on the run. Go get these cities. There's 3 of them here. More slaves probably live there. And they're about to fall in the zone of control. What's their manpower of Rome now? Well, we know their navy is beaten. They'll get their money back. They still got plenty of cohorts. We're gonna meet them again. Destroy them. Or not. Fine by me. We're here to get more slaves. Before, you know, this goes out. Six to Panormos, 1 to Syracuse, 2 died. A lot of Punic slaves will be taking. 2 to Taurus, 1 to Panormos. 2 or 3 to Syracuse. Syracuse on. Major battle up there, and that's where their armada is. You men are going to get paid well once we dispose of you. Now, fetch us some more slaves. You got plenty of food. Next major city is over there. Or down there. I mean, this way is shorter. These are all fortifications, though. And this is all countryside. But you don't have to dismiss them. There's plenty of slaves who live there. Not to mention this part of Carthago. Carthago has a lot of slaves, obviously. So you probably want to ravage the rest of it before we'll finally sign the treaty. These guys are probably mad as hell. Again, we'll get what we wanted still. We're far away in it now. We're just here to cause havoc. And the country is really stable now. to the Taurus, one upon all. Keep going. We're gonna take as much sweet time as we want. One, the Taurus, one, the staircase. This area's got a lot of slaves, so start from there. Keep going. They cannot besiege this area. You're doing fine. Gee, after this war, we will have enough money to buy a third army and start building roads. It's starting to get crowded in here. So just hang on. We got 300 more days left, less than 300 more days, so keep at it. Shoot! Last major battle. Romans took a big loss. I don't know if we'll get that island at all. And when it gets to close to 900 days, then we'll have no choice but to sign the damn treaty. Maybe we'll finally take it to them. Guess we'll start caring about the intervention. Go get them. Well, you got Hannibal. Now go win a few more. I like to assume they're probably going to go over there, so we'll meet them there. We're going to go kick their ass. While we will enslave a few more. One house, one funnel. There's their fleet, but they got no troops. I don't remember having an illness. This man always gets sick. Infection. Okay, we'll do the Romans a favor. So we're going to here. Probably going to go after them. This was going to definitely play to my hands. Oh, look at him. The Siberic man. Scholar and a poet. Foreign recruiters. What's their cohort size now? Check again. We have 200 days left. We need to have a big win. We need to win big! We're gonna get it. One... I know it's one Syracuse. Keep going on devastating the countryside. If they're gonna go over there... No, they're not. Bastards. Okay, we'll head to Tyburn. God save the Romans. we shall finally meet. We've been waiting for you. Meet the gun at last. Meanwhile, take those guys out now. I know what they're up to. I probably want to go get Carthage back. Just do that one more time. We need to score a major victory in order to get it to more favorable peace terms. Not a good idea to be force marching. But let's see what the... Oh dear. They're bringing elephants to the front. But we're still going to likely win. If the Romans were to assist us. But they may come in too. So this... Yeah, that's probably the real assault force. And we still got a few more back there. A much better general to boot. So Battle of Norba, which is hills, which will have the advantage, because this is friendly territory. Stop here. Alright, let's just turn our attention to here now. Your men have been treating for this. And a way to kill the elephants is, check second army. The elephants. They could take a lot of damage, but... We have heavy cavalry. Which can the heavy cavalry defeat the elephants? It's a real question. Not too much damage against them. Well, we have lots of archers and infantry. At least we have the manpower for this, and they haven't really been spent until now. But we have the hills. We have the best general. The former dictator is about as good. This is going to be his glorious battle yet. Most glorious. That's what they're up to. 2nd of May. Norba. We have the same idea. Okay, have a look. Their elephants are attacking our heavy infantry. They're gonna get killed. Their other elephants are attacking the heavy infantry. Archers shooting at them. Archers are getting their heavy infantry. The cavalry will flank around. Cavalry there, flank there. But again, we have the morale, we have the hill. Again, very low losses, but we really fought them. We didn't lose any of the cavalry. Okay. There's that major battle, I assume. Alright. Maybe we should go out and meet their best general. I assume so. Meanwhile, they had the Carthage, they're boned. Give them the works. No. Go a little awkward, long way around. What we want to do is to neutralize the Carthaginian army. Don't let them get away. They're taking attrition. It's 13 cohorts, but they are a shadow of their former strength. They're restoring the manpower over there. shall be Parmenion, son of the party leader. Will likely win. They will be fighting in the forests. Okay, they're over there now. Battle is ongoing now. Begin your force march and get these guys. No advantage. But if we have this discipline, then this is theirs. They have got Blackhead. They don't have very much in the way of elephants. But they would not matter. We only lost 750. They lost 4,000. And stay out. I think we should return home now. We got him. Even though they couldn't keep up with a long war, but they just, they were just outsmarted. One more battle. And that'll be the last one. How about we capture a few more slaves, simply for the sake of it? They're still on a retreat. The peace terms are still good. Now let's just capture a few more slaves and then that's it. Do your thing. One more week. One slave and 4. That's it. That's the war. And they were on the verge of possibly landing in Sicily. That's where we will stop. We can go no further. Just wondering. Because of war score reasons. Because I would like to see them have less vassals so they can have something more to bicker with. Releasing them would be good. Because, you know, we could use a tributary. Or a potential ally. I mean, let's have a look at these guys. As we'll finally sign this deal. 10 cohorts, 33 ships. Good money. And if at peace, it's fine manpower. Despite the war and such, could use our influence to, you know, tribute them. Or if nobody can help them, we could. I mean, we're not gonna take it over his territory. That is too far-fetched for us. But beat the heck out of them and make them pay tribute to us. Unless, of course, Just hang on. No, they cannot become subjects. Oh, that you have to occupy. Release Tripoliana. Oh, just barely. Okay, you can't make any more deals than that, alright? That's how it goes. So, we just want 3 territories. And, Tripoliana is to be released, which we may use that as a future tributary. Release Cyrenaica and trade it for Tripolitania. That's how you say it. Sorry, I have a habit of pronouncing differently on certain places and eras. Finished my drink. Or my wine, if you could imagine a bit more. There's your deal. So there'll be no more than that. Right? So, it's agreed. Shake hands, and let's go home. As for those Greeks who have been under the boot of the Carthaginians for so long, and you know, we've been looking at characters. Well, damn, why aren't you in the army? Oh, he's mercenary. This man here, dumb polymath, but brave, original thinker. Damn, why aren't you in the army? I could have needed you, but he would be a great, excellent strategos. Or no, this position. But think of the Chrysokids. Oh, who runs the... Oh, Limited. Okay, we could trade. That's just for discipline reasons. But again, let's just pass judgment. I mean, the aggressive expansion is too little to make a difference. And I don't want to imprison people to make them enslaved, because selling characters to slavery is no longer a good source of income. Because we have the own income now. Especially when we get rid of those mercenaries. So, need to know 2 of their great families. Let's see. Lots of charisma. Siceliote. Lots of charisma, that man, and good amount of zeal. He's worse. To be fair, he has dementia. Okay. Okay, how many characters? Oh, it's 2 of each. And his kin. And that kin here's his brother. No better, but he has pox. Is there no one else in your family left? Okay, let's check out him. He's got a son who has very high finesse. So that's a maybe. But he's a very good candidate, but he's got a friend. Not a part of his kin. I think we have our winner. It's Proteus. Give refuge to him. Sure, I'll lose a bit of popularity, but his tyranny will go away soon, and then we'll start dealing with the characters, disloyalties, and whatnot. What now? For Hercule? 10 charisma. Son, no good. Plus, he's going to die of gout. No point. Eek. And he's sick. Everybody's sick. Are we taking sick people? I thought they said there were great families, like elite families, but they're not. There's final candidate. Ah, just crucify him. Yeah, just crucify the rest. We got what we wanted. Alright. Triplet 10. We may have a peace deal with them, but cannot demand tribute from them. But it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to have an alliance with them. But speaking of alliances, let's break an alliance with them. They're no longer useful to us. And them is a maybe. Yes, we beat the holy heck out of you. But let bygones be bygones, damn it. You could be useful to us. The civil war may break out in the future. Okay, now they're willing, except forgot it's going to take time to register. We'll get back to you later. Unless we could give you tribute. Place Saranac. Oh, by the way, pick up Archimedes. And disband the mercenaries. Great job enslaving the Carthaginian people. They're us. So, we're going to pay them with an additional 135 gold for cancelling our deal. Okay, so now we have 1,000 gold, and look at this income. That's since we're at peace. It's 22. Oh, and we have to deal with the fort. As I said, I'm planning on keeping this. This will go away. These people will no longer starve. And with this high amount of money we have, it's about time. With 88 population. Let's make this a metropolis now. And this will take us a little bit more, 2 years. Yeah, it's 2 years. The people here are working hard to turn their city into a metropolis. And Syracuse is pretty much the second most important city. We have an awful lot of slaves here, so build a mill. Just give them a bit of happiness here. Food is good. And because of the importance of Syracuse, let's build another fortress for the sake of it. Forum here. And I know there's a lot of slaves, but we could use some economy. That's it. And once the city turns into a metropolis, let's start building roads in peacetime and create a third army. Alright, Archimedes. Stop at what you're doing. The island is ours. The island full of slaves. Now import is fish. Which means in theory you could have a farming settlement. Because of the food, fish. It costs us 94. Either that or you want to create a city, which will replace fish with either of these goods. Because you know how this island, which became known as Malta, right, or Milete, is what we call it in Greek. It did eventually create a city. No port, which no use for a navy, and you don't want to put fortification there. There's no need for that. Come on back. No confidence. Aristogon Minipit, the representative military faction, has informed the Senate that he intends to supply one of our decorated generals. On Aristogon, you're talking about yourself. With additional funds and equipment, which he believes are being withheld by our government. It should be noted that the general in question just so happens to be a stalwart and a member of the military faction as well. His loyalty to the state could very well be affected by such a donation. Yeah, he's earned a lot of money, and he's currently fighting in the arena, his ambition. Forgot to reward the veterans. Jeez, imprison him! But he's our best one. Well, there's this old man that we found recently. I mean, we can just imprison him right then and there. As a way of, well, here's what you earned in the Carthaginian War, and you turned it into a dictatorship for a time. Is that how we're going to repay him? I mean, tyranny, but he'll be zero loyalty and he stays in prison. But I don't think it'll work because his popularity's too good. I think he's got friends. He could be easily get out of prison like that, so. Ah, dear. I mean, the tyranny hasn't really caused a lot of problem here, especially during dictatorship. And if it gets a bit hectic, then we'll. I mean, I know what his intentions are. He's gonna buy himself more. So I'll force the Senate to veto this action. I will get less popular for this, and Magna Gracia will get support. Okay. I know the research ratio is bad, but damn it, we just took a lot of slaves. Panormus was another city that they've been getting an awful lot of slaves. Perhaps too much slaves. Get a mill. In fact, there's so many slaves here, there are more Punic populations than they are Siceliotes. I think they've always been like that, honestly. But nonetheless, there's a lot of wine we can export thanks to these. Far too many slaves we have here. 46. Okay, that makes it third largest city. Smallest city. Dang, why aren't we getting more people here? Don't spend too much. Think about what you're going to spend in the future. Nicephorus returns powers. Nicephorus formally returned dictatorial powers to the Senate upon the conclusion of hostilities. The Republic is once again at peace. Really? We were under a dictatorship this whole time? Even though we still hold elections under dictatorship? Order is restored. Good. Oh, during the Carthage thing, I forgot to This holy site here, we could have just easily... Well, my greed for more slaves got the best of me. Sorry. But good news, we have the holy site of Heracles. No, Ares, excuse me. You were looking at the wrong area. Where's that treasure? No, these are empty altars we keep in place. Pop conversion speed. Yeah, we have a few Canaanites around here, so let's deposit it here. Send treasure. Number of altars at Holy Cyprus relate to CSS territory. Maximum altars 3, which requires metropolis. Okay. Put him here. Not to mention this is for this area. Man, look at that score. Double that of Rome's. Forgot about that. Do we really have cloth imported here? No? Papyrus. Hold on, there's an area of papyrus that was imported here. Oh no, it's over the limit. We can't have elephants anymore because Carthage is angry. Look again. Anyway, all these slaves that we took, that's just basically increasing the number of foreigners living here, including Punic ones. It just adds precious metals. That's just our territory. If we can get another one of these, then that's good. I was thinking steppe horses, but there's a possibility that the Third Army should have horse archers. Well, it should have infantry and horse archers. Don't want to build that right now. We have plenty of stability, so let's hold try and make him feel good about himself. But it's going to cost us a lot of money. But if you want him to be less loyal, just pay him all of this. So that way there'll be less loyal cohorts and he'll be less of a danger. Or alternatively, build another army and then he'll rethink about possibly rebelling. So save it. Be patient. Our only ally is Rome and those travel guys up there, which we'll leave it. We can get back to the alliance with Sparta despite the fact we had a falling out. I forgot we had elephants coming from Egypt. No gemstones? No. Jeez! What happened? Oh, Civil War. Right. A huge civil war. Egypt's got 84 cohorts, a lot of manpower. They got 38. That is a massive civil war. Two different dynasties. One's aristocratic, and the rebels want absolutism. Well, step horses it is. Again, we have a lot of slaves, so... Capital. Improve population promotion speed. From Bosporan Kingdom again. More research. Even though we already have them. Well, assuming if Egypt gets the Eastern Delta. Already occupied by rebels, though. Where's the other area? Do they even have forts? Oh, I'm gonna gamble on this one. At least I thought Cyrenaica was under attack. I was wondering, is that why we just stopped trading with them? No, it's a huge rebellion. They're spent. And one would think, is this an opportunity to break the alliance with the Romans and then hit them from where it hurts real quick? And I'm sure in the future Carthage is going to be eager for revenge. They have an alliance with Phrygia, oh damn. Of course, that means they can't bring guys. Look at them over there. Despite our good trade relations, if only you weren't a competing power, we would be good friends. No, not like that. Now they'll say no. Cause potential strength. We'll get too many relations. Whereas you want other guys like Rhodes, which they have no army at that point. Sparta's a big maybe. Hey, only great powers can intervene in other people's wars. I see. This may sound like a stupid idea, but it's a privilege to... That doesn't sound very much. And too much money to be sent. That's a... You're talking about a regional power now. They ain't what they used to be. And we cannot support the rebellion. Then there's those guys. They'll accept. I'm just looking for more potential backup in a theoretical war with Rome. Because we really want to capture all of Magna Graecia. Do not go into the heart of Rome itself. They got a lot of cities. Manpower's at the max. And the army keeps getting bigger and bigger. Again, they're spent, but they're not ready for a long war. We are, so we're relatively quite fresh. In this case, come over here. Remember, you're not going to be just facing Rome. What else? Veneto, 14, Istria, 11, Damage, 10. Also highlighted Phrygia, interestingly enough. You know, if Phrygia were to ally with Rome, which is highly unlikely, that would be a match made in Hades. So it would just have to be Magna Graecia, Tripolitania, Sparta, that tribe up there. Not these guys, despite the good numbers. Definitely not Massalia. Or even this lot. They don't know us. And of course their little vassals. Or they have 8 and 7. They haven't really got to integrating them. What's their loyalties? Where do they lie? 35. Not as low as it once was. No disloyal characters to speak of. And remember, they recover every 300 versus 188 for us. I got a stupid idea. It's like, yes, we will dissolve the alliance. I really want to fight the Romans badly. Knowing how we have bested the Carthaginians, even though they were outmatched. Wow, we are both technologically even, but they have some of the things that we do not, and that's military ideas. Especially army reinforcement speed. This is what I call tempting fate, in that, yes, we'll break the alliance, but I'm going to set an insult. Get them to fight us so we can start reclaiming Magna Graecia as it belongs. Let's do it. Alliance broken. And the deal, peace deal, with Rome will last 5 years. So we've given an advance 5 years. 5 years. So that opens up with 2 more relations. So I'd like to ally with you. We made you free from your overlord. Should Carthage ever attack you again, we will be there. They do not have Tripolitania. Yeah. They will never attack them, but their vassals might. And Sparta, old friend, should like to get together again. Maybe. We have them in our pocket. History is an ally with them. So is them. Many potential allies, but I'm looking for good cohorts and good, not too big. They're going to become Dacia one day. Thrace is in an interesting spot. Bosporan Kingdom is too far, and they will never like us. Definitely not Phrygia. What about these guys? They can be reasoned with, but they're currently at war. They're a regional power tribe. Aquitani. That's who they are exactly. Perhaps we'll improve relations with them. Maybe we should get together, perhaps. The only question is, are they really willing? Yeah, they're way better than these guys. Cyrenaica's in an interesting... I mean, we can handle all this money, especially we're going to have a metropolis, which will be making even more money through that. So, letting them go of a tributary, I mean, they'll be happy to be allies of us. So, it's going to take a month for these changes to occur, so... Plus the amount of tribute we get from them. This way, this way. Not very much. They got a lot of troops, which I'm impressed. So Cyrenaica could be useful to us. So, you're free. If you prove to be a useful ally, one day you're going to be paying tribute to us. Wait till next February. Begin your march. You have 5 years. And maybe it is realistic idea that we will be oh, stop stuttering. That we'll be building a third army then. With infantry and horse archers. But keep an eye on that general. Despite the tyranny. In a theoretical war, all the Senate would definitely love it. Now they turn to their new ally, replacing us. So they chose those guys, which... Well, at least this would prevent Roman expansion from going further up north. But if they get themselves in a war with one of the tribes, then that's when we will declare war on them. Those years. Navy will never contribute to them. Well, actually, Roman Navy is never their strong suit, so it's a maybe that we would use their navy against them. Why do you have a spell on us? That's strange of you. Nonetheless. And, Again, have a look. Has border with them. Tripoliana. Low manpower, I understand. But for them it's just low manpower. Which again, I understand. You've all been through hell. And back. That's why we have to wait. Good to see you back. And where are we, by the way? He's the man that's going to run the Republic. We don't need more tyranny. I mean, if we just simply endorse a military candidate for the next 5 years... Actually, no. Just leave it be. Unless we want to make more money. I mean, there's this man. Let me see you. He may not have the martial, but he's got the charisma. bit of zeal. I thought you're supposed to be the tax man, but oh well. It's stubborn too. I'll endorse you. But first, just checking. You'll have it. It's not gonna make it or anything any worse. It's just we chose our candidate, which I hope that people will get behind it. Let's see it. We got it. I just want that man to run the country because tax. Start making money again in the meantime. And hopefully a man from the military faction will win the thing. And speaking of taxes, that's what we're going to do for the next 5 years before we decide to find the right time to go against Rome. Even though their manpower recovery is very fast compared to us. So just enjoy, alright? Just enjoy life. And enjoy this big city we're about to finish. Well, no. You got a year. Be patient. Oh, yeah. That'll do. Look at you now. Let me bribe you. Calm down. That man's gonna be more ambitious sooner rather than later. And he lost in the pits. Alright, how much money do we make? A lot more than it needs to be. We don't want a civil war right now. We'll find... when does this treaty expire again? This way you... It's to the 19th. Okay. Lower the army maintenance. It's a lot more money. Again, we have a treaty with them. They do not have a treaty with us. They can declare war on us anytime. What did I just pick? I didn't see that. Whatever that was. But remember, we still have this mission active, so we have to fight the Romans. There's no choice. At least we'll have more. I doubt that was part of that, but there's some bipartisan support from the military faction. Yeah, that'll help. That's why I bribed you. And we need that support for a war against Rome. Once the metropolis is finished, which matter of fact, let's skip that time faster than ever. There's not going to be a lot of things happening at this point. Once the metropolis is finished, start building a third army. Rome's moving a lot of ships around. Can't even tell where they're stationed at, but I believe they're just building a navy. No papyrus. The Egyptian rebels are at it again. We already got enough steppe horses. surplus in papyrus, though. Memphis. More research. That's what we need. Well, there it goes, the papyrus, because the rebels took it all over. Oh, they guess they finally dealt with it. The rebels won. It was an aristocratic monarchy, but now it's autocratic. That's why they all went to hell. Can't be reasoned with. We have too many relations. Not to mention the border distance. They do not have a bone to pick with Cyrenaica. No longer the Ptolemaics are running things. It's the Dianids, Macedonians. Very charismatic leader he is. Anyways. We can get the elephants back. New Egypt. Now give me that papyrus again. From Memphis. The center of Egypt. Got it. What's another thing I want? We can trade anything we want. More elephants? No. That was the only one. Sorry. We're all out. Give us the livestock. Memphis. As long as it's in the middle of Egypt and not bordered with other countries is good. Use that money to reward veterans. That'll keep him out. The power base that he has. And he's plotting quietly right now. That's not good. Alright, the metropolis is finished. It's now officially metropolis. It may not look like it with all these scattered buildings about, but it's a metropolis nonetheless. Lots of slaves here. And we could build a few more buildings. And one more import route. Too bad we can't trade silk. Oh yeah, we had incense. The only area we can think of where we can get it. Now we have to encourage trade. Just to make even more money. We are entering in a most prosperous time. And it looks like Rome is dealing with barbarian hordes now. They better not pay them off and they'll come on down here. Again, in a theoretical war. Oh yeah, they were at war. Okay, it's fine by me. Desert barbarians. Oh, there's more cohorts. Somewhere. Exiled. Well, nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, now that we have a metropolis, means more manpower reserves. And we were thinking about building roads, but I think we found our priorities. Reclaim the rest of northern Magna Graecia. This is going to be a possible next major war, which they do not have their full manpower yet. We can destroy their navy, which we ought to move the navy somewhere in the future. And we'll be creating a third army to bolster our forces, in which there'll be 3 fronts here, here, and here. And we'll deal with the vassals, and we can destroy their navy, blockade Latium, the Latian coast, and all that and more in this upcoming episode of Magna Graecia. We hope you people enjoyed it, especially the Carthaginian War, which I'm sure they will have revenge against us one day. It seems I was playing a double game. That's why they're over there. Anyways, so I hope you enjoyed it. And you thought Carthage was a gamble. Well, a war against Rome probably be the biggest one of all. If we can beat Rome, then no one can defeat us in this peninsula. The only one that may can is Carthage, if they play their cards right, and Phrygia, which they have nothing on us. And we'd like to keep it that way. So, until then, so long for now.